In a seismic shift that could change the future of British politics, multiple Labour MPs have defected to Reform UK, throwing Starmer's leadership into turmoil. What started as whispers of unrest has now exploded into a full-blown rebellion, shaking Labour's foundation and leaving the party on the brink of collapse. As the fallout intensifies, the political landscape in Britain has been forever altered. Could this be the end of Labour as we know it, or the dawn of a new political era? In the political world, nothing stays quiet for long, and this latest development has sent shockwaves through the UK's political scene. The unthinkable has happened. Several Labour MPs have defected to Reform UK, marking a dramatic and possibly irreversible shift in the country's political dynamics. What started as mere speculation about internal discontent has now erupted into full-scale rebellion, leaving Starmer's leadership hanging by a thread. The mass defection is more than just a series of party switches. It represents a deep fracture in Labour's once unified front. The MPs making the move are not newcomers, but long-serving figures who, until recently, were seen as the backbone of the party. Their exit has not just been a quiet resignation, but a loud declaration of dissatisfaction with the leadership and the party's direction. Starmer's inability to unite the party and his failure to address key issues have finally pushed these veterans to make a bold, irreversible choice. For weeks, whispers of dissatisfaction had been growing louder. Some MPs were frustrated with Starmer's indecision on major policies, while others felt betrayed by the party's shifting ideological stance. Labour, once the party of the working class, now seemed to be abandoning its roots in favor of a more centrist approach that many saw as too disconnected from the needs of the ordinary people. Now, in a move that could reshape British politics forever, these MPs have jumped ship to join Reform UK. Their decision wasn't sudden. Sources reveal that this defection had been brewing for months. As tensions within the party reached a boiling point, the MPs who've left no longer trust Starmer to lead Labour, and they've made their message crystal clear. They believe the party's future is in serious jeopardy under his leadership. Reform UK, under the influence of Richard Tice and the looming shadow of Nigel Farage, has positioned itself as a hardline alternative to Labour. With its focus on national sovereignty, tighter immigration controls, and economic nationalism, Reform UK has tapped into growing frustrations among former Labour strongholds. Issues that were once seen as niche concerns, like immigration and economic security, are now front and center of the political debate, resonating deeply with voters who feel left behind by the establishment. This defection has given Reform UK a newfound legitimacy. No longer seen as a fringe party, they now have real power in Parliament, influencing outcomes and shaking Labour's once solid voting blocs. The tectonic plates of British politics are shifting, and Labour, which once had a firm grip on power, is now scrambling to hold on to its influence. Inside Labour HQ, panic is setting in. Advisors are in overdrive, desperately trying to manage the fallout, while the threat of further defections hangs in the air like a storm cloud. For Starmer, the situation is becoming more dire by the minute. Once seen as a safe pair of hands, the Labour leader is now under siege, not from the opposition, but from within his own party. He has appeared publicly, trying to project confidence, insisting that Labour will emerge stronger from this crisis. But his body language tells a different story. Media images of a visibly frustrated Starmer have only fueled the narrative that he is a weak and indecisive leader, unable to keep his own party in check. And the public reaction is split. Reform UK supporters are celebrating what they see as the party's rightful rise, a chance for real change. For them, the defections are proof that even Labour insiders have lost faith in Starmer's leadership. On the other hand, loyal Labour voters are reeling. Many feel betrayed, shocked that their elected representatives have turned their backs on the party. Hashtags like #LabourCollapse and #StarmerCrisis are trending, as the political conversation is dominated by the fallout of this monumental shift. In response, Starmer and his team are faced with a harsh reality. Public confidence in Labour is rapidly eroding. Political analysts are warning that unless Labour can unite quickly and present a clear, coherent vision for the future, they risk not only losing the next general election, but also fading into a calls for a leadership contest are no longer fringe. They're becoming mainstream. Labour is in crisis, and the future of the party is now in question. Meanwhile, Reform UK is gaining momentum. What was once a marginal voice is now a major player in British politics. With increasing grassroots support and a growing presence in Parliament, they are positioning themselves as the true alternative to the political status quo. Reform UK is tapping into a disillusioned electorate, many of whom have grown tired. of empty promises and unfulfilled reforms. As rallies grow larger and their social media presence expands, Reform UK's message is resonating with voters who are no longer satisfied with the traditional two-party system. The timing could not be worse for Labour. With the general election looming, the party is divided and on the back foot. Will Starmer be able to hold on to his leadership, or is it time for a change? If Labour doesn't act quickly, they risk not only losing their grip on power, but also the very identity that has defined them for decades. The political battlefield in Britain is no longer what it once was. Traditional loyalties are fraying, and the lines between the major parties are becoming increasingly blurred. Reform UK's rise threatens not just Labour but also the Conservative Party, as they too must contend with the shifting allegiances of the electorate. Coalitions are becoming more likely, voter sentiment is unpredictable, and the old political order is being turned on its head. In the wake of this political earthquake, Britain stands at a crossroads. The upcoming election will not be business. As usual, it will be a test of ideas, integrity, and leadership. Will Starmer be able to stem the tide of defections and rally his party? Or is this the beginning of the end for Labour as we know it? One thing is certain, British politics will never be the same again. As the nation watches this political drama unfold, the question remains, will the UK see a new era of political realignment, or will the old guard manage to hold its ground? The future is uncertain. But one thing is clear, this is a turning point in the history of British politics, and nothing will ever be the same again. Thank you for tuning in to this crucial update. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Info Britain channel for more breaking news and analysis.